I didn't know where to start because like, I had no inspiration.
Can you maybe describe how did you rediscover your joy or just the basic pleasure of making music again after the break you?
Well, I was depressed for a long time. It was horrible, but I got over that by being back in London, by like being around like my friends and family again, just going out, just spending money, having a good time, not having to worry about anything.
Were you afraid to touch music again after that?
Afraid.
Well, maybe because it let you down.
I was just like, I didn't know where to start because like I had no inspiration. Like, how can I get inspiration from doing interviews all the time, saying the same things, doing the same things? Where was my free time to enjoy myself and catch inspiration from that? There weren't. So like on this album, Jigsaw, there's a few songs with frustration with all the, past stuff going on. I could have said a lot more, but I didn't. But like, what inspired me was just being happy again and like, just missing hearing my own creations, because I love what I do.
What was the first song of Jigsaw that you made after?
The first one was Let's Be Mates. Then it was like I Got You Dancing. Then So Human, I did So Human, and I was like, wow, this is a hit. Like, I've not made a song like this before. That made me feel so good that the rest of the album just...
Were the more songs written in the same or short period of time, or is it song by song? How does
it was like song by song, but I'm always thinking of stuff, so I always had ideas in my head. It was just, I have to be in the studio to release these things. Like, I find it like a waste of time if I'm sitting by myself and I start writing things down and whatever, because it kind of kills the whole thing of being spontaneous and coming up with something fresh. I prefer to be there while the beat's being made. Then I could just have fun with it and be spontaneous, I guess.
Do you think that the whole Jigsaw album could have been like this without the whole thing that you have gone through before?
Would have been different, definitely. But I reckon if I would have tried to make an album during the time that I was really stressed, it would have been forced and it would have been not me. It would have been something that the record label would desire, but not me. I reckon I would have been like pushed into certain situations where it would make me even more stressed, because I like to work with one producer. Like, I'm comfortable working with this guy called Medicine. Mm-hmm. And that's just the way it is. I can't be thrown in a studio with people I don't know. I don't care how big they are. I totally have respect for people like Pharrell and whatever, but when I got in the studio with him, nothing came of it because I didn't know the guy, It's just difficult for me to make music if I don't know the person.
What is the thing that maybe Medicine likes the most about you, in your work?
Like, I don't know, I know I was one of the first female MCs he worked with, and he was one of the first producers I worked with, and just what he makes is like...
But what do you think that that touches him, that you give him as an input?
Like, I'm just spontaneous. I just don't care what I do. I just like to make music. I'm not just out there to be a rapper. I don't come as like this hard rapper who chats shit. Like I'm honest. Like I'm up for trying different genres, like, and different styles. I just don't come like straight, like da-da-da-da-da-da. I change it up. He changes it up. He's a man of like many talents as well. He's in a band called Spectrum. He's got his own solo project going on. He sings, he produces, it just works.
Does he present you creations he made, or do you talk with him about a certain feel that you want to capture for a song?
We talk about it. I'll go into the studio and I'll be like, let's start a beat that's like at 105. Or, we just talk about stuff and make stuff together, share ideas. And it's easy going, because some producers get a bit like, they don't like the fact that someone's kind of orchestrating a little bit. Like, I totally let him do what he does.
Do you think
but
that
then
he
I speak up,
Sure. Do you think that he understands you maybe like certain people that misunderstood you? Is he a person that understands you in the way you are?
He does, because he knows that like I'm up for anything. You know, he knows that like there's certain things that I don't like in a beat. He knows, and he knows how to capture like how I'm feeling or what I want. He just knows, and it's hard to explain that to other people.